Okay. Everyone, welcome back to Breslov Efrat here at Dovid, Baruch Hashem. It's a beautiful day here in Eretz Yisrael. And again, we always learn for the well-being of our soldiers, wherever they're found, and of course our captives. Hashem should protect them and bring them all home safely. So we're learning this amazing concepts here of the Metzach and the Metzach. And we learned about there's many different ways. There's many different ways to connect to the Metzach Elyon, right? There's ways to do it. The tzaddikim do it through the din. They can go into the courthouses. They can make the rectifications. How do they do it? They know that it's really Hashem behind it. Hashem is behind everything. Hashem is running everything. He's really proceeding behind okay. And then we were saying, so that's how they can get connect to the Ratzon Elyon. They can connect to that Metzach Elyon. And then we said yesterday, but the little guy can also connect to the Metzach Elyon, right? Through having Ratzon. If I have a Ratzon, I can connect to the Ratzon. Isn't that nice? Yossi? So the guy that's on the right path, he knows how to connect to the Ratzon Elyon. He can connect to that Metzach Elyon. Okay. The little guy can just have Ratzon, and he can also tap into it. It's beautiful, right?
Yeah, that's someone's tzaddik, seemingly, and someone who's like on a low level could both connect to the same power.
Right, because again, when the small guy has the Ratzon, he gives more power to the tzaddik. Remember we said that yesterday, he gives more power to the tzaddik to make more rectifications, and then he can get his rectification through the tzaddikim. And we said even the tzaddikim are doing this, whether or not the people are with him or not. He does it for them all together. He's always connected to the people. The tzaddik is always helping the people, whether they're against him or for him. Doesn't matter. That's the ways of the tzaddikim. All right, so, but the main thing is to know we always have the ratzon, right? We just have to have the will to serve Hashem, and that's an amazing thing. That's an amazing thing right there. Just have the will to serve Hashem. Okay.
I tried it yesterday.
You tried it, yeah?
Yes, I said, Hashem, I want to, whatever it was, I think it was about eating.
Okay.
I want to restrain from eating things that are not in alignment with your will or serving me.
Okay.
So this morning,
yeah,
I didn't take one thing out of that cake thing.
Wow. Oh, you are missing out. It was hot.
Yeah.
Is it good? But that's good for you. I'm glad it's working.
I tried it and it helped, and I'm
you.
glad you're enjoying it.
Yeah,
May you enjoy many of them today.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow, you guys are
Validation.
amazing. You guys are amazing. Okay.
I better go get one now. It's right left.
Okay, so now we're going to learn something new today. Rav Nosson is changing gears here. We're going to learn about there are two different there are different worlds up on high. All right, there's a world that's connected to the world of Rachel Limenu, and there's a world that's connected to Leah. All right, we're going to.
Is this in the Elyon?
Yeah. Don't worry. We're traveling.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's look what he says here. V'zeh Isa, b'kavonas Pesach, in the Pri-Eitz Chaim. Shoz nichnas ha'oras, the Malchus of Leah. When Pesach comes in, the Malchus of Leah comes in. So you know, those of you that say the Tikkun Chatzos, you know there's a difference between Leah and Rachel, right? Right? Tikkun Rachel is a lot. It's heavy duty, right? We're really doing a lot of tshuva. We're begging Hakadosh Baruch Hu to fix things and so on. When it comes to Tikkun Leah, it's very nice. Leah is very nice. It's mostly Tehillim, right? It's very subtle, very, 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 very nice. When Pesach comes, we connect to the idea of Leah, right? Because again, we understand that now. Why would we be connecting to the idea of Leah? Because again, we get that ha'ara from the Metzach HaRatzon, right? Which everything is tranquil there. Everything is nice. Everything's peachy. Everything is good. Okay? And now it's also It's also connected to the Malchus of Rachel Imenu. Okay, v'zeh soid bir chametz shehu belel arba osa shehu soid ishalmusa the Sahara. It's an interesting thing. We burn. When do we do the bir chametz? We have to go out and search for the chametz. When? On the 14th. Right. So the moon on the 14th is the biggest. That it's shown the most. Right, and we already discussed. The moon's always the same thing, right? We know that, right? But it shows it's the largest. You have the best view of the moon. It's the largest when it comes to the 14th. That's the Milui Alavana, okay? Hu bir chametz v'lachein kol kavonas leil Pesach hu berachel v'loy beleya, and therefore the night of Pesach is connected to Rachel and not to Leah. He's going to explain this. Now he says, Ki Rachel b'chinas Moshiach ben Yosef sheyotza mimena. Rachel is the first Moshiach. We haven't know there's the Moshiach ben Yosef and there's the Moshiach ben Dovid, right? Everyone knows that, right? Yeah. Right. So the Moshiach ben Yosef comes from Rachel. Rachel Imenu, right? Rachel Imenu gave birth to Yosef, right? Mashiach ben Yosef is connected to Yosef HaTzadik, all right? And that's okay. V'Leah b'chinas Mashiach ben David sheyotza Yehuda shenoiled mi Leah, right? And Yehuda, right? Mashiach ben David is connected to Yehuda, comes from Yehuda. Yehuda was born to Leah. Okay, so here we go. So we see you have the two now, right? We have Mashiach ben Yosef from Rachel, Mashiach ben David from Yehuda, which is from Leah. Okay. Pesach, Shu Yitzias Mitzrayim HaGeula Rishona. So the Geula Rishona, we said, the first Geula of Pesach was connected to who? Yosef, right? The bones of Yosef, right? We learned that, right? And Moshe Rabbeinu, right? Together, that's how we got out of Mitzrayim. The two. Ikara Yedei Bechinas Yosef, again, that was through Yosef, Shehu Mizera Rachel, he comes from Rachel. Shezer Bechinas, Vayikach Moshe Es Atzmais Yosef, Imai, Moshe Rabbeinu picked up the bones, he found the bones of Yosef and he took it with him. Isn't that amazing? Again, in the Makkah of Choshech, when we were out there, when we were collecting all of the, taking inventory of all of the Mitzrayim's wealth, right? We were taking an inventory to know where they had everything. Moshe Rabbeinu was out trying to find the Atzmas Yosef. It's amazing. Avol bechinas aras Mashiach ben Dovid, efshel legalois ata the Mashiach the bechina of the aura of Moshiach ben Dovid is impossible to reveal yet at that time. Why? Because again, we said David HaMelech wasn't born yet, right? But we said there's something of the aura is there, but he is not there yet, right? The presence is there, but he's not there. But you can't be megala the end. Because why the end didn't? We're not there yet. Adrab, tzrichen lahasta lahalam oras Leah shemisham achizas hadinim. On one hand, Leah has attached to her the din. On one hand, Leah hasn't, because again, Leah is connected to the end. Leah is connected to the end. Ki hadinim. The din is connected to Leah more so. Again, let's think of something now.
Why the din for her?
Okay, 1 second. I'm going to try to explain this to you now, okay? Okay. Originally, Leah was always crying.
Yeah.
Right? Why was she crying? Because she saw that she was supposed to marry Yosef. Right? But only Leah was able to to change it over because she was davening so much, right? Because she davened so much, she was able to change that over. If you think about it, Leah was always davening the entire time. Everything about Leah was all about tefillah, right? Even when she named Yehuda, Pam Odes Hashem, I always wanted to be thanking Hashem. Leah was always davening to Hashem, always davening to Hashem. Because she understood that she has Yaakov, but really she wasn't supposed to have Yaakov. You understand? She realized she didn't take it lightly. She didn't take it lightly. You see the difference? Rachel Imenu more felt that things were connected to her, that she was supposed to get what she was supposed to get. Because again, the card showed that Rachel was supposed to marry Yaakov. And we discussed this idea. What would have happened if Rachel would have married Yaakov first and Yosef would have been born as the Bechor? So the whole story would have been totally different. Right, everything really got flipped over because Reuben was the Bechor, and then Yosef was claiming that he's the important one, right, in his dreams and all this, right? And they despised him because, what are you talking about? Reuben's the Bechor. But Reuben's only the Bechor because Lavan switched Rachel with Leah. Yeah.
Switched,
At the end, actually, Yehuda's actually the Bechor.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, because Reuben lost it. Yaakov Avinu gave him his rebuke, right? He wasn't happy with what he did.
so it's another switched,
Another switch. Yeah, that got switched. Yeah. Reuben got switched. Yeah.
and they all got switched around. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah.
Exchanged.
Exchanged.
Yeah, after Rachel passed away, Yaakov moved his bed into the maid's to what?
No, with Bill.
With Billah, to Billah's tent. And Reuben said, no, I'll take your bed. You come to Leah. Yaakov didn't like that.
So it's also that Yaakov was supposed to have more sons.
Yeah.
Because it's Meister Ruvain, so he didn't. So it's having 3 sons. That's the pshat of
That's why you have Ephraim and Menashe. Yeah.
Shimon.
Kibbutz Shimon, right. Yeah, very good. Kamuba bechinas ve'ene Leah rakos. Look what he says now. Leah ve'ene Leah rakos. They were very red. They were very I don't know what word you want to use for that. Rakos. They were very,
Her eyes.
yeah, her eyes.
Weepy, or weepy.
Yeah, no, they were like drooping a little bit, something maybe, because again, she was always crying. She was always crying. Crying is connected to din. Okay. Aval bazeh toli kol ha'geula sheniska lahamtik toikif hadinim shebeleya. But that's what the whole geula, aval bazeh toli kol ha'geula. This is dependent on all of our redemption. Sheniska lahamtik toikev adinim shebeleya. We want to be mamtik the din in Leah. We want to be able to be mamtik the din.
What does that mean, Mom?
Sweeten the judgment. Shezeh lo yiyeh nishlam b'shleimus ad sheyavi Moshiach ben Dovid sheyotza mimena. But that's only going to happen when Moshiach ben Dovid is going to arrive. And we said when Moshiach ben Dovid arrives, he doesn't arrive by himself. He arrives with the neshama of all the tzaddikim, of the avos. He arrives with the neshama of Yosef. He arrives with the neshama of Moshe Rabbeinu and all the tzaddikim. Unbelievable. Aval ata ein mizgala b'shleimus bechinas Dovid, bechinas Moshiach ben Dovid. Right now, we know about it. We're hoping for it, but we don't know about it. It's not megala yet. It's not revealed. Al kein hoya toikef hanes shenela horas Leah v'nichnal berachel. But Rachel we know about, right? We know, right? Rachel we know, right? We have Yosef HaTzadik. We know about Yosef HaTzadik. We don't know about yet. So that's shown. Shaharas Moshiach ben David meya behelam bechinas Moshiach ben David sheyotza meirachel. Right, so we know that, right? What's going to happen is the Mashiach ben Yosef is supposed to come first, right? And then the Mashiach ben Yosef will not make it somehow, and then the Mashiach ben David will follow, right? We all learned that, right? Okay.
So when they say that Rachel is crying for her children,
Yes.
so they're both crying.
Rachel's crying now
Right,
because she didn't daven when she was alive.
right.
Where Leah was always davening when she was alive, and Rachel was not, but now she is.
Yeah,
Rachel's making the rectification for that.
but then you said Leah is she crying until the Moshiach comes? And
No,
then-
Rachel is crying till
No,
Mashiach.
what is Leah doing then?
No, Leah was crying when she was alive. Leah was happy when she had the children that came from her.
Right,
She was happy at that time, but she was always grateful to Hashem.
and so Tikkun Leah is comforting us
Right now, yes.
right now.
Yeah. Even the days that we don't say Tachnun, right? And you say the Tikkun Chatzos, so you won't say the Tikkun Rachel, but you do always say the Tikkun
Tikkun
Leah.
Leah.
You could say that every night. Even Friday night, you could say Tikkun Leah. You don't say Tikkun Rachel. Right?
And then when the Mashiach comes,
We'll worry.
okay, go
Then
ahead.
we wouldn't have to say the Tikkun Chatzos anymore.
Right,
You see that? There's another reason to hope for Mashiach to come now.
it's kind of like hoping there's a moil in the minion.
Yeah, it's Aminag over here. When the male comes in, he's wearing his white shirt. We know that there's a bris, so we don't say Tachlin. That's what he's referring to. Okay. Vayedei zeh haya ikar geula shel Pesach al yedei bechinas Yosef sheyotza merachel. The first redemption came out through Yosef. We all understand that now, and it all came out through Rachel Imenu, through Rachel from Yosef. And because again, Moshe Rabbeinu went out with the atzmas, with the bones of Yosef. Ba'al kein kol kavanas b'leil Pesach hu bechinas Rachel. The whole kavanah of the Leil Pesach is Rachel, because the Rachel was the star, because Yosef was the tzaddik that came out. So the world of Rachel is shining brightly on the night of Pesach. Aval afal pichein meyesham behelam bechinas Leah shu bechinas Dovid. But in the background, in the light, it's not so pronounced. The light of David HaMelech is there, Leah is there as well, but it's not so pronounced. K'may shekasavnu le'el, she'ikir kol ha'geulos, afilu shel Pesach, hakol nimshach me'aretz ha'kates ha'achroim. We know that everything, we learned this last week, the concept in Yud Ches, that every geula that we have now, anytime we have a redemption now, anytime we have something, it's coming from the end. It's coming from the end, the Metzach Harotz in the end that's connected to David HaMelech. Right? We learned that, right? We remember we learned about Shabbos, right? The first half of the week, second half of the week. Now we're in the second half of the week. We're by Erev Shabbos. Well, of course, we're connecting to the next Shabbos, the Shabbos of redemption, and that's connected to David HaMelech. So any salvations we get in our life are coming from the Metzach HaRotzon that's connected to the Rabbah of David HaMelech. Okay? Okay. V'chinas Mashiach ben David, rak shehu behelem, but he's just hidden. He's not pronounced. He's hidden. But we know it's there. Vikis galus atahu al yedei bechinas Moshe v'Yosef. Right now, there's galus when it comes to Pesach, right? Even right now in the world, right now, we're connected more to Yosef and to Moshe. Bechinas vayikach Moshe es atzmos Yosef imay. He took the bones with him when he went out. It's an amazing idea to understand. There's a world of Leah, there's a world of Rachel, right? These worlds. And when it comes to Pesach, we're connected more to the world of Rachel. Why? Because the miracle of Pesach came about, the redemption of Pesach came about, the Yosef HaTzadik, which came from Rachel. We understand this concept?
Moshe came from Leah. Moshe came from Leah. He's also involved in this.
I understand, but Yosef took the Moshe took the atzmas of Yosef. So again, they're both there. It was saying they're both there. Always they're both there, but one is more pronounced. When they saw the Aron of Yosef, there was a very big. It made a very big impression.
Is that also true that Moshe came from Leah?
Yeah,
Levi. He's
Levi.
It's Levi.
You come from Leah too. Kohanim come from Leah too.
Yeah. Leah takes all the cards, right? Okay, so let's go.
Almost.
So let's go on now. Now that Rav Nosson was talking about the idea of Moshiach, so now we're going to talk about Yehuda. Here we go. Chav Dalet. Okay. V'alkein kishenoled Yehuda shemimenu yotza Moshiach ben Dovid. Amar Leah hapam ode es Hashem alkein kara shema Yehuda. Right. It was so beautiful. Leah was trying to figure out a way. How can I always thank Hashem? How can I always thank Hashem when I because of this child that I have, Yehuda? So she says, "Hapam odes Hashem," right? All the time, whenever. In other words, when I say Yehuda, Yehu is referring to Hashem. Da is a Hoda. So she's saying thank you to Hashem every time she calls her son. Isn't that amazing? Amazing.
I'm always a little surprised that, like, look, she ended up getting Yaakov, not Esav.
Yeah.
That's cause for Hodah, but okay, fine. And then she ends up having, like, all these kids over her sister, 1, 2, 3, and only by 4 is she Hodah, in the way that, we say Yehuda. Like, you're right, it's true, she's the first Hodah that we know of in the Torah.
Yeah.
But I don't know, I thought it would have maybe come sooner even.
You think she should have done that? Well, Reuben, she's Reuben. She would, each one. Okay. Listen, this is the way it works.
Yeah.
You're right. It's interesting. She could have said, we don't know. She may have said thank you before each time also. But now she wanted to just figure at the time, how can I always say thank you to Hashem because of this child?
Because that was the last child. Was that the last
And
child?
maybe she saw in her Ruach HaKodesh, that Mashiach ben Dovid is going to come from Yehuda.
Right.
The final sound. So who knows? I don't know. I know it's a good point, but perhaps maybe that's one of the reasons also.
Was that the last child she had?
No.
She had more after Yehuda.
Yes. She had half the tribes.
He was the fourth.
Yeah.
So let's say the fourth. Already she's having. You have, let's say it was split up 3 from each of the, Imhot and Shvachot, so it'd be 12.
Yeah.
Now she's had 4. She's having like a bigger portion.
More than a share.
It could have been right. It could have been. He's saying there were 4 together, right? So once she had 3, so each one could have had 3, making the 12. Now she has 4. Oh, she went over the.
So she's thinking,
And you can come up with any other reason you like as well. But the bottom we're discussing here that Leah did say Hapam Odes Hashem Al Ken Kara Shema Yehuda. All right, well that's the point now. Al Shem Toda V'Hoda, right? Saying thank you, giving praise and thanks to Hashem. Zer Remez She'ika Keitz Agula Achreinu Bechinas Karban Toda V'Hoda. We learned about this before, right? The idea that the carbon toda, right? All the carbonos will be mevatel at the end of time, except for the carbon toda. Remember we said that?
Yeah, that's the only one we'll have.
That's the one we're going to have. We're going to have the carbon toda, because all we're going to have to do is constantly say thank you to Hashem.
But we still need to learn all the other ones.
Yeah, we'll learn that. We'll learn about it. Yes.
That's tied to Leah again. It's still tied to Leah in a sense.
Okay. V'hoda. Shehu sod shvuas she'oznes gala bechinas rava de ravim b'shleimus. Okay, so shvuas, when shvuas came around, right? When shvuas came around, Kabbalah Satira. So then when we earned our way, we earned it, right? We worked through the Sphira. We worked through the Sphira to get to Har Sinai. When we got to Har Sinai, we, so to say, earned the revelation of the Rav and the Rabbin. HaKadosh Baruch Hu showed us His glory. We saw HaKadosh Baruch Hu, whatever it means. We saw that the revelation that we had at Har Sinai was like nothing else ever in history. Nothing. And that was the greatest revelation of Rav and the Rabbin, Bishleimus. Ad shehachometz daiken is hapech letoi va'oila lekarbon. So we said that really the chometz, which is the same letters of Metzach, right? When we said that, right? Chametz is the same letters of Metzach. So when Pesach comes along, you weren't here that day. When Pesach comes along, and we're connected to the Metzach Elyon, to the higher one, we don't want to have Chametz, because if we have Chametz is the same letters as Metzach, the lower one with the din.
So how much worse you could?
Because we were mamtik the din. We were mamtik the din, so we don't have to worry about it. We fixed it. We don't have to worry about the courthouses, the 24 judges in those courthouses that want to meet punishment on us. We don't have to worry about it on truest because we fixed it.
On Pesach is Rava the Rav shining or no?
Yeah, Rava the Rav on the night of Pesach is shining. The night of Pesach is shining. So at that time, I don't want to introduce the Metzach HaTachton. There's a Metzach Elyon, Metzach Tachton. The Metzach Elyon, everything's good. Metzach Tachton is where the 24 courthouses are, which is called the Rava the Ravin. The Zer Anpin. That's the Zer Anpin. The 24.
Wakes him up, the small Metzach. You don't want to wake him up.
We don't want to wake up the low one.
During the stress homer, we fixed everything. And
We fix it. Now we introduce the chametz, the Shtei Alechem.
We're not scared of the 24.
No.
We're all kosher. We fixed our midos.
We fixed it. We fixed everything. That's what it is. Chametz daikin is hapech l'tov. I was mehapech the chametz to tov.
We're not scared of
The Metzach, I made it good now.
So I have to go back to the Metzach HaTachton. I need it. I can't avoid it completely. My whole life,
But you're okay.
I'm okay because I got cleansed from the Elyon.
Yes, you have nothing to worry about the
And
court.
I can bring comments now. It's okay. to
Right,
have
you can
comments,
walk through the
but
courts and they'll all wave to you. Everything is good, no problem. You're good. You're
They're not
good.
screaming, lock them up.
No, you go right through, no problem, Yossi. Go right through them. You mamtik everything. Everything is sweet. No, lock him up. No. He's free. Oh, yeah. Look what it said. Look what it said. Nahapech l'tayva oila l'karban. Not only did you fix it, but you made it into a carbon, an offering for Hashem. You take the chametz, you make it into an offering for Hashem.
Which is taking something that was like not good and turn it into good. It's like,
Yeah?
when we do tshuva.
Yeah.
I keep reminding myself of that.
Ki yoinik mi metzach harotzen, because it's being yoinik from the metzach harotzen, the higher one. In other words, we know that everything in the lower courthouses, everything is still run by Hashem. We said that, right? That's all being run by Hashem. But now, when we fix ourselves, it's clear to us. It's clear to us that what ki yoinik mi metzach haratz, and all of the din, everything is really being yoinik. It's wean, it's nursing, it's getting its its nourishment from where Hakadosh Baruch Hu. Shal yedei zeh ikar ha'geula achroina. That's how the geula achroina is going to be when we could be so connected. So connected to HaKadosh Baruch Hu, because we worked on our Tikkun Amidas. So nice to learn this now in the time of Shovavim, right? The whole idea of Shovavim is to make the rectifications, right? Make the rectifications, right? That's all the Shovavim is about. It's truly amazing if you think about it, how people think, people were thinking, okay, I got past, the Elul, the Rosh Hashanah, right? The Yom Kippur, right? All of that stuff, right? And now I'm gonna, the winter now, we have the midwinter vacation, the breaks, they have the schools have breaks, right? All those guys, right? And now the Arizal says, we gotta have this shayv of him here now. Look, he's a party pooper, right?
And
you
what's
ever
the
think of that?
Shovavim? It's the
Shovavim, the weeks of the Parshias of that we were in Golos. Shemos va'era, Bo, Beshalach, right? Yisrael and Mishpatim. And this year we have Truman Tetzaveh because we have Shovavim Tat, right? Because it's a leap year. So we had the two Parshias in. It's 6 what?
Also, Shovavim means something. The word Shovavim.
Yeah.
Shovavim means like
Troublemakers.
Huh?
Troublemakers.
Mischief.
Yeah.
Shovavim are returning. What is the Shovavim?
They could be. No, I'm returning from my trouble.
Come troublemakers. It's okay.
I'm coming back. I can come. This is a time that's it's auspicious for us to come back. This is a time that we can.
Shovavim are like the returners.
Yes, we can come back.
During
Yes.
these times in the Parsha, we were going through this.
We were going through the whole idea of the Golus right now. We're living now in the time. We know that when you read in the Torah something, it's Ma'orid Zman, right? The Torah can be Ma'orid Zman. You know that concept, right? So when we're reading in the Parsha, we went down to Mitzrayim and we were and we were having all the. So now we can make rectifications. We can fix ourselves now, rather than the way we were back then. You understand? We can make the rectifications now, and this is a very special time. And if we take it to heart, that's it. That's all we have to do. Realize that Hashem wants us to come back. He wants us to come back. If I can't, I just even say I want to understand. Hashem, I want to understand what is this Shovavim. I don't understand, Hashem. Please, let me have. Rabbi Nachman said you're supposed to take all the things you learn and turn it into a tefillah, right?
Right.
So if you don't understand it, I don't know, Hashem. I'm learning these things. I don't know what these things are. Please, Hashem, please, can I have a little understanding of this? Ask Hashem, turn it into a tefillah. You understand? Right? Unbelievable. But really, the Shovim is really a very, very, very special time. Now we're going to move on.
Is it also a lesson that we have to continue to develop our character traits?
We have to what?
Continue to develop our character traits?
Yes.
You take a break.
No, break. No, that's the whole thing. Everyone thought there's going to be a break now. It went midwinter vacation. No. Shovavim, you have to start all over again. Tshuva again. Tshuva all over again. Tshuva again. That's the path that we have. That's it, right? You see that? And then we're going to have Tu B'Shvat, right? Yehada Moesh Hatzoda, right? You have to daven too, Yossi? You're going to go down? Yeah. All right. So you know what? Everyone, we'll end over here. We'll end over here, and tomorrow, Mitzvah Hashem, we're going to pick up. We're going to start learning in Hilchas Birchas Hashachar. We're going to learn Hilchas Kriya Shema. It's amazing, mamish amazing. But we're going to have needed all of these lessons before to understand what he's talking about now. So everyone have a wonderful day. Actually, I want to tell you a quick story. Okay, I want to tell you a quick story before we stop. Okay, so there's a famous story with the Kedushas Levi, right? When it comes to New Year's, right? The New Year's Kedushas Levi has a New Year's story.
The Goyish New Year's?
Yeah. Could you believe that? The Kedushas Levi. The Kedushas Levi has a New Year's story. You want to hear this? It's amazing, right? So it was in Berdichev, and it was the morning of New Year's, and the guys came to daven. The guys came to daven in
right now.
Yeah, today, like it is today. And the guys came to daven in the morning, like they know, normal, nice, okay. After everyone finished davening, they learned. Everyone went off to work. They went home. They went whatever they had to do. So the Kedushas Levi was in the shul, and he had in his stender. A little bottle of Brumfim, a little bottle of schnapps. He had a thing, and he had some schnapps gläser, little schnapps cups, right? Yeah. Okay. So he takes out two schnapps glasses, and he fills them up, and he picks up the cup, and he says, "Ich will wünschen dir Beine Shalom, Beine Olam Agite Naye Yo."
Whoa. I don't know what you said.
I want to wish you, Hashem, a good new year.
Okay.
Now the shamus was in the shul, the attendant, and the shamus says, okay, I know. He says to himself, I know my Rebbe does some strange things. I know, but this one, I don't understand. So he goes over to his Rebbe and he says to him, Rebbe, can you please explain to me what you just did? So he says, sure, I'll tell you, sure. He said, what happened was, he says that I realized when it was in Chodesh Av, with Tisha B'Av that time, I realized that there was a big gezerah, a big decree hanging over the Jewish people, right? And I was trying to nullify this din, right? That's what the tzaddikim do, right? That's what we're learning about, right? That's what the tzaddikim do. So he said he thought that, with the avoda of the 9 days and his avoda with Tisha B'Av, he'll be able to break the din. It didn't work. Then he said he'll try now to go, it'll be Elul, the Shofar, Elul, Dovid Hashem, Oyri, he'll be able to break. No, doesn't break. Comes Rosh Hashanah, no. Comes Yom Kippur, figure, Yom Kippur, Yichaper Aleichem, Lataris, Nashim, no. Sukkis, Sukkis. Lulav, the Daled Minim, he'll break it with the Daled Minim, right? He'll shake the thing. No. And he says Chanukah came, and then he thought Zois Chanukah is going to be. No. He said, this morning, what happened was I went out for a walk. He said, I went out for a walk this morning. I got up early. The Kedushas Levi, of course, he got up early. And he said he went for a walk in Berditchev. He was doing his Isbaidus, right? He went out to do his Isbaidus, right? And he's walking in the streets of Berditchev, and he sees there's all these goyim laying in their they threw up, you know, they had too much to drink, you know, and they were just laying in the thing. And he just keeps going. There's more and more of them. He can't even count how many of them. They're all laying there, So he turns, he cries to Hashem, and he says, Hashem, look, what do you want from your Jewish people? What do you want already? Look, when it comes to Rosh Hashanah, is there one Jew that's laying on the ground in his mess over there? Is there even one Jew? What do you want from us already, Hashem? And Hashem said, you know something? You got it. He broke the din with that. He broke the din with that. So he said to his shamas, this is what I did now. I was able to wish the Rebbeinu Shalom now a good new year because we're going to have a good new year because of their new year. It was only because of their new year we can have a good year. So that's why he wishes the Rebbeinu Shalom a good new year now, which is he's referring to Rosh Hashanah. But it's because of this new year, he was able to wish Hashem a good new because he was able to break the din.
Because of all of them were drunk,
Yeah, you see that?
throwing up.
Amazing, right?
What
Only
does
the
Goyim
Kedushas,
do? What's wrong with
only the Kedushas Levi could do something like that. Okay, everyone have a wonderful day. Kol Tuv.